What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Michael Lenz, a.k.a. Big Moki of The Big Moki Show. Woo! Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't been on for a little bit. I have to say, I went on a hike on my birthday. My birthday was on the 18th of March. Yay! I went to Sedona to hike the Devil's Bridge. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that was 6 miles of heaven. 6 miles of heaven. Yeah. But y'all know, here at the Big Moki Show, we're going to talk a little bit of WWE here right now. But before I get on WWE, I want to talk about AEW for a little bit. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about AEW just for a little bit. It was breaking news that somebody, a female superstar wrestler, is not returning to AEW. With WrestleMania around the corner, come on, y'all. That lady is formerly known as Paige of WWE. She has a different name under AEW. So we'll see. We'll see if Paige comes back as Paige, or maybe Shire, or whatever she calls herself, whatever her first name is, on AEW. We'll see. We will see. But I thought that was really cool. I thought that was breaking news. Ooh, you like how I delivered that? Kind of like normal, but boring, but not like really like tat-ow. But anyways, check it out. So they had a wild week. WWE had a wild week. Like, check it out. NXT last night. You have the lovely Princess of Dark, the darkness of Princess of Stephanie Verger, defended both her titles. Okay, she defended the NXT Women's Championship against that girl, Jada Parker. Miss Parker. Woo! And Jada almost got it. She almost ran away with it. But some things happened. And guess what? The Princess of Darkness got that 1, 2, 3, baby. And then later on, she defended the Women's North American Championship against Fallon. And that was kind of a numbers game in that match. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, she pulled it off. She pulled off a double win for both championships. And let me say, man, Stephanie Valkyr, that lady is just, when it comes to wrestling, that she's young, she's quick, she's smart. Her vocabulary for entertainment wrestling is just out of this world. Out of this world entertaining, you know? But that's just my opinion. I want to know what you think. Like, do you think she's it? Do you think she stayed or chose NXT to make NXT almost like a main roster type brand? Because she had the choice to go to SmackDown or Raw. But she was like, I'm going to go to NXT. And NXT, that's where she went. Now she's running it. Yeah, now she's running it. But I really wanted to come on and talk to you guys about John Cena. But before we get to John Cena, let's talk a little bit about your boy, Mr. 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. Main event, Jey Uso. Hey, look. So, he's been botching his moves, but I believe all his botches have been on purpose. You know, just to build up the storyline, to get the storyline interesting for WrestleMania, because a lot of people, a lot of naysayers, oh, Jey ain't got it. Jey ain't got it. Jey can't do it. Jey can't do that. Jey can't do this. So what I believe WWE is doing, you might not think the same thing, but what I believe WWE is doing, they're going to put the strap on Jey. Finally. He deserves it. Okay? But they're trying to make it to where some of these fans are like, yeah, it's WrestleMania. We know they're going to do this for him. This is what's going to happen. They're trying to put in some doubt, not just in Jay's mind, but they're trying to put doubt into the fans' mind, which is very smart. By the time WrestleMania comes, people are going to be like, I don't know. I don't know if Jay can do it. That dude's been slipping. He been tripping. You know what I'm talking about? We know what you're talking about, Oos. So, you know, they had that promo last Monday with Jimmy Big Jim and Jay, which they tagged together, and they haven't tagged in a formal tag team match in, what, 6 months to a year? They had a promo. Jimmy coming down the stairs, Jay sitting there doubting himself. And Jimmy's like, Oos, this is not you. This is not the one I know that can go get that title. If you go into a Mania like this Jay ain't gonna win. You know? He's like, the Jay that'll win will be, you know, Mr. Right-Hand Man. Mr. Main Event. You know? So Mr. Yeet needs to get back to Mr. Right-Hand Man and Mr. Main Event. And if you watch these, like, if you go and check out that new Raw YouTube show, you can see that Jay is like, they ask him, well, how do you feel about this? You know, and Jay's like, I know people are doubting me, you know, and this and that, and you know, I feel like I'm starting to doubt myself, Oosh, you know what I mean? And but hey, man, look, you got to get it, Jay. You got little kids out there running amok, man, looking up to you, Oosh. They're like, if Jay can do it, I can do it. Hey, look, and then they got people saying, well, Jay ain't that good on the microphone. You know what? He ain't got to be. But, you know, he is. Jimmy's a little bit better, let's be honest. Jimmy's a lot bit better on the microphone. But Jay is the worker. He's selling the merchandise. He gets the crowd hype, you know. There's been multiple shows where the crowd did not want his entrance music to stop. They wanted to keep yeeting, and WWE really don't allow any wrestler to re-up on the music. But for a couple of times, they let Jay re-up on the music and get that crowd rocking, moving. And that's why Jay Uso is the main reason why WWE is still remaining hot. It's still remaining cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's going to be facing Gunther. Gunther. Yeah, that dude, he's a specimen, this and that, but he's boring. Let's be honest. His character is boring. They put the championship on him. If you go back to my podcast, a few weeks ago, I'll talk about how they try to throw certain WWE superstars on us and force them on us. They're forcing Gunther on us. And that dude is boring. You know, way back in the day before Roman Reigns was head of the table, Mr. Tribal Chief, the OTC, the YTC, when he was just the big dog, and they were forcing him down our throats, at least Roman could wrestle. He was quick. He was entertaining. Gunther can't do any of that. Ooze. He's not really entertaining. You know what I mean? So, excuse me. The only thing he got going for him is just what his title, the Ring General. And I think that's Triple H's favorite puppet. That's why he's champion. That's why you hear announcers saying, Gunther's been champion 80% of his career. Because you're forcing them down our throats, Ooze. Yeah. Hey, check it. Now, speaking of champs and forcing down throats and Roman Reigns and all that stuff, last SmackDown, yeah, Mr. Phil, CM Punk come out along with Seth Rollins, along with Roman Reigns. Acknowledge your tribal chief, Oos. Hey, you had him come out and they were all talking trash, and pretty much CM Punk was saying, you two can't beat me by yourselves. You guys never beaten me by yourselves. Y'all needed each other's help to beat me. And then he told Paul Heyman, which you go back to my YouTube a few weeks ago talking about the favor, he goes, thank you for delivering Roman Reigns. And then Paul Heyman was like, son of a biscuit. No, he didn't. Lit liquor. What the hell? Hey, check it. So that shook Roman. That shook Roman off his like game. Because he got in Roman's head. Roman was like standing there, and then he turned around and looked at Paul Heyman. And that's when CM Punk comes flying off the top rope with the other side of the mic. Bow, right in the back of Roman Reigns' neck. Oh, what? And then the whole brawl goes off, you know? And then fast forward to Monday night, CM Punk shows up and busts out a promo talking about, you two, I brought you in together. I brought you in as the Shield. Now I'm going to take you guys out because you guys are in the way of what I want. Hey, which, by the way, you know, CM Punk does deserve a strap too and a main event at WrestleMania. Come on, y'all. So it should be CM Punk, Jey Uso running the ship. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. But on the other hand, you know, you got Cody Rhodes, you know, versus John Cena, which is to my main point. We got Cody Rhodes versus John Cena at WrestleMania in Las Vegas, okay? We pretty much know that's going to be the Sunday night main event, okay? All right, so it's John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Or is it? This is why I say this. Think about this, okay? Just really think about this. Yes, John Cena is going to go after Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41 Sunday night. But if you listen to John Cena's promos, is John Cena really focused on Cody Rhodes? No. No, he's not. He's not at all. John Cena's whole heel turn is just to make you guys happy. He's even said it in his last promo, pretty much. He talks about how easy it is to control most of these fans, especially the ones that go out live, the green shirt guy. I wish you can, you know, gift me with some tickets. I'm just an average Joe with a YouTube podcast that I'm working hard to get off the ground. Green shirt guy. Anyways, John Cena said, I'm here for 25 years, and I've been here for you, and you, and you, and you. I even put a little kid on blast, and WWE posted it, and you guys loved it. Right there, he was talking about the fans, okay? It's weird. It's the small things that John Cena has done as his heel turn so far. Like, last Monday, he comes out. He opens up the show, right? Crowd is booing. You know, John Cena sucks. And then, blah, blah, Cena. You know, they're pretty much using profanity. So John Cena politely puts the mic down and the crowd boos. It's like, and this is something I've been saying since people been booing Roman Reigns out of the building. It's like, dude, if you boo, they love it. They did their job. Okay? So really, John Cena is trying to get you to understand that he's the puppet master. He controls most of the fans. Okay? But when you guys don't let these guys talk, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, these wrestlers, they show up, they do their bit. If you don't let them talk, they still get paid. They don't get paid no more, they don't get paid no less. The only time they get paid more is if they have their merchandise sell. You know what I'm talking about? So, John Cena was pretty much telling this crowd in Scotland and Glasgow, Scotland, hey, look, this is easy. This is easy for me to like put all of you guys on blast. And yeah, if you think about it, he's right. He's right, Oos, because he blasted a small innocent kid. They booed him, but when WWE posted it, they loved it and shared it and made a meme about it and this and that and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. So it's like what John Cena is saying is that most of us as fans don't know how to make up our minds if we want to boo him or cheer him, love him or hate him. He's doing it. It didn't take that long for him, to adjust as a bad guy. He's just taking pretty much probably what he felt in the middle of his career with people booing him and this and that, and, talking about he sucks, and he's just turning it against the people. So it's really John Cena versus the people. Now, let me say this. It's John Cena versus the people, okay? Who is the people's champ? The great one, The Rock. What? Oh my gosh. Really? No. But he gave in to The Rock. Listen. John Cena's talking to the people. The Rock, the final boss, is the people's champ. The Rock is hella in shape to still go and wrestle. Possibly, The Rock could be John Cena's last match. And it could be for the championship. Okay, because John Cena will probably beat Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania or at Backlash. And, why? Why? Okay, look. John Cena is talking to the people. The Rock is the people's champ, okay? John Cena referenced that title belt right there, that one right there, that John Cena created, that people made fun of it and called it a toy. On TV, who called it a toy on TV? And who's called it a toy on different radio stations? It was The Rock. The Rock called it a toy. So John Cena is blasting The Rock on the DL. But I don't know if people are getting that. So I believe that it's going to be John Cena versus The Rock somewhere down the road. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the final boss versus the doctor of thugonomics, John Cena. Right there. And then, WWE will probably let John Cena walk away with that championship belt, and they will probably bring a new belt, which they've already probably designed. And if they don't, they'll keep that belt, and John Cena won't retire with the championship. But I'm pretty sure they're going to have that record broken. Just like Roman Reigns held that belt for 3-4 years, and it's the third longest. It's just a different era. If you think about it, Roman Reigns holding that championship for that long, he's pretty much first. He's the guy. He's the one. You know, he don't even need a championship. You know, that dude still carrying the company on his belt. Cody Rhodes as champion is just picking up the slack, really. So is John Cena and The Rock. So honestly, it's really the Usos and Roman Reigns, the whole bloodline is just carrying that company on their belt, on their back. But like I said, look for these small, subtle hints that John Cena's leaving. You know, he's talking about John Cena versus the people. The Rock is the people's champ. So, before I go, I promised I would give a shout out, which I do. This kid has a YouTube as well. Let me get there because I just saw him today. Some people at work told me about him. It's this lady's brother. And also, live right now, talking about AEW is my girl, Minnie Portal. So go check her out on her live right now, Minnie Portal. So J Stack, J/money sign, like a money sign for STACKX. That's that boy, J Stacks. Go check out his YouTube. Go subscribe. He's a rapper. He makes beats. Hella good. Hella good. All right? And please, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my show, The Big Moki Show. I talk mostly not AEW, WWE. All right? You know, shout out to everybody who's already liked the page, subscribed, and shared, and actually watched the videos. Hey guys, give me feedback. Let me know what you guys think. What topics you guys would like me to talk about. Who I can try to get for a guest. Any of that. Just let me know. You know, you can hit me up below the video. You can also hit me up at mlenz. Yes, I changed my email. mlenz. That's MLENZ 3030 at gmail.com. And let me know if you guys want to be a guest on the show, or if you have any questions that you want me to answer on the show, or a topic that you would like me to talk about, especially if it's WWE. Keep it clean, keep it friendly. But yeah, get at me. mlenz, MLENZ 3030 at gmail.com for The Big Moki Show. Remember, hit that like, subscribe, and share button. Hit that notification button so every time I post new content, you will get that bing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. Love, live, life. Deuces. Ooses.